containment wall surrounding Arkham City is designated out of bounds to all prisoners. Do not approach the containment wall.
Well, seeing as I'm here. Intellectual. Oh, yes I am. Thank you very much, Riddler. I'm glad you noticed.
Last chance! Give up or die! Come on! What are you waiting for? Two-Face is gonna rip you in two! Give up!
Nah, that's not my problem.
Crap anymore. Two-Face is coming to take back Arkham City.
Ugh.
I should scan the crime scene to determine the cause of death.
What happened to that guy's face? Is that like a bag on his head, or is that just... Was he grey underneath his skin? It is the grey gargoyle!
The victim's face has been removed and the head wrapped in bandages. There have been 3 murders in Gotham over the last month with the same MO. The press have nicknamed the killer the Identity Thief. If he's now in Arkham City, I need to track him down and stop him.
I think it's pretty much a safe assumption that pretty much everyone Batman has ever known is in Arkham City.
The attack left the victim bleeding profusely. The murderer is likely to have trace elements of the blood on them without realizing. I'll filter the scanner to track the victim's blood particles. That should lead me to the last person to see the victim alive. Maybe even the killer himself.
Oh, Batman, you detective genius. Huh, looks like we're doing some more particle following. And quite possibly another fight scene. Huh.
Arkham City provides regular food drops at designated points throughout the day. Food drops will only occur at these times and these...
I was kind of hoping that one of these guys had a weapon on them, because then by activating that thing there, it would have sucked the weapon out of their hand. That was the plan, anyway. Oh, where do you think you're... Whoa, where did all these guys come from? Now it's a party. I beg to differ. Oh, and a Riddler informant. How nice of them. Giving me all these guys to beat up and some more Riddler trophies. Ankle lock! Damn that guy, I was trying to get a free flow bonus going.
We'll make sure this hurts you, freak!
And I'll make sure it hurts you even more. It's just the Batman way! I thought I was going to end up getting the Riddler informant then. What are we going to break today? Oh, that looked like it was an elbow, maybe a shoulder. Who knows? It all goes boom. In the end, kind of panicked. Didn't want to knock that guy out. Ow! I tell you what, if you really want a combo to get broken, just chuck a Riddler informant in there and you are breaking up my combos.
Tell me what I need to know or get ready to hurt.
Please don't hurt me! I'll talk!
Of course you will.
Anyway, now that mild inconvenience is out the way, let's follow the, I don't know, the red brick trail, I guess it would be. The red blood drop trail.
Camera down in Sector 1.
Well, who do we have here? The Batman!
Why did you kill him?
It wasn't me. I'm not a killer. I'm a plumber, for God's sake. You've got to believe me.
I don't have to believe anything. Tell me what you saw.
There was this guy. He dropped the body there. He was weird looking. You won't believe me, but, well, he looked like Bruce Wayne.
What?
I know. Someone must have got to him. He was covered in cuts and bruises, but I'm sure it was him. The poor guy must have had a target the size of Gotham City painted on him. Looked like he'd been attacked by pretty much everyone in Arkham.
There may be more victims of the identity thief in Arkham City. I should look out for them.
I like how this guy's called the identity thief. And then it says he looks like Bruce Wayne. And Batman's like, what? How is this possible? It's like, the guy's called the identity thief. He's clearly stealing an identity. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'd be a little shocked if someone looked exactly like me. But still, come on. You're supposed to be a detective, Batman. Don't think I can hack this one just yet. Nope. But anyway, now we've done that. What was the next thing we needed to do? Oh yeah, before we move on to Riddler, we've got the Deadshot
The
victim.
computer has detected another round.
Yes, I know. Stop telling me stuff I already know. No! God, what is with this game? There we go. All I want to do is lay a marker on it without her spouting off a whole bunch of knowledge that I already knew. But anyway, it looks like we have quite a ways to travel, so... Oh, that kind of whiffed a little bit, didn't it? So while we're travelling along, I might as well chat about stuff, but, and scan stuff while I'm at it. But yeah, while I'm travelling along, I might as well have stuff to talk about. I recently actually got around, for most of you who don't know, I don't actually really read, like, DC stuff. I'm more of a Marvel person myself. Oh, we've got a lot of stuff here that I didn't bring up. I think I brought these up in the last video, actually. Oh, no, I didn't bring up Robin's. But anyway, yeah, even though I'm not really much of like a DC... it's not that I'm not a DC fan, it's just I've never really read DC. It's got nothing against the actual thing itself, it's just never got really around to reading it. But I actually got around to reading Flashpoint the other day. Other than that, the only thing I've read is the new 52 Justice League. Oh, there's a Riddler informant that I think deserves to have a bit of the Batman boot up his butt. But yeah, I actually I got round to reading Flashpoint the other day, and I've got to say, someone who knows absolutely nothing about like the DC universe.
This can be as easy or as painful as you like.
No, don't hurt me. I'll tell you everything.
I knew you would.
Yeah, bear in mind I know nothing about really the DC universe. It was something that I found was very, not only was it really good, but it was something that was very easy just to pick up and read without having known anything else about the universe. I could easily just pick it up, jump right into it, and was still so easy to understand. It was just, I personally thought it was very good. The story and everything. Flash, I think, is easily one of my favourites in the DC universe from what I've read so far. He just seems like my type of guy, to be honest. Where am I supposed to be heading exactly? Somewhere in this location. So I really want to be heading that way a little bit more. Alright, Batman, time to fly. Or glide, I guess. Falling with style, I guess we could call it. Oh, Joker. I've missed you, buddy.
I hope you're doing your best here, Bats, because I just had a horrible thought. We could both actually die here tonight. Fortunately, the odds are weighted in my favor, but just imagine how you'll feel if I'm gone. It's not like you're not lonely enough, right? All that brooding is not good for you, you know. Do you have someone to go home to each morning? And I don't mean that kid you drag across the rooftops. I mean someone real, someone you can talk to. I don't think you do. It's sad, isn't it? You do all this for Gotham, and the only person you can rely on is me.
I think I've said it once, I've said it thousands of times. I love the voice actor, was it Mark Hamill, who's just the Joker. Everyone always says, oh, Heath Ledger, he was a great Joker, he was a great Joker, and he really was, I'm not going to lie. But, I gotta say, I prefer the Arkham Asylum, Arkham City Joker. I prefer him a lot more. I mean, the Joker in the Batman Begins trilogy was good, but I like the Arkham Joker better. Just my personal opinion. I'm sure those who are there can be those who don't agree with it. Well, gonna try and locate the Deadshot villain, but it looks like I'm not gonna be able to. Punch! Ruining. I've just about to answer the phone. You scared him off. Stupid inmate. It wasn't even a lot of them either. It was just one guy. Hey, there we go.
There's a phone ringing somewhere. Get ready to run.
And by run you mean gracefully glide? Well, it would be a bit too easy really if it was right next to me, wouldn't it? There we go. I need to get a bit more airtime.
All prisoners must surrender themselves for psychological profiling and reconstruction. Refusal will not be tolerated.
That was a little bit too close for comfort back there. I thought I was going to go smack down in the middle of a firefight.
Imagine what it was like, Batman? I was numb. I'd lost everything and I was alone, crying like a baby staggering through the streets of the city, until I found the answer that I had been looking for. I stood there on the Sprang Bridge, looking out at the sea. I felt the warm breeze on my skin, and it felt right. I looked down and imagined myself falling into the blissful arms of my mother. And then he appeared. He held out the knife and demanded my money. My money! Can you believe it? I looked into his cold, desperate eyes, and I saw something familiar. Something inevitable. I saw oblivion. I saw that we are all the same, stuck on a miserable loop that demands salvation. So I gave it to him.
Wow, I did a poor job of following it that time. And I like how I've just landed here amongst all these enemies and nobody was none the wiser that I was here. I guess they are now, but... Too slow! I already got to answer the phone, suckers!
Sure this hurts you bad.
That is just a horrible, horrible thing to say to someone. And I shall make you suffers for it. Have a batarang.
I have killed you, bad.
Nope, nope, nope. None of that.
There's a fight going down.
I'm surprised I haven't knocked out the Riddler informant yet. Yikes. Oh, it feels so good to be able to dodge those things now. Wow, there was a lot of guys. I didn't think there was that many guys when I first came over here. 1,000 Fists of Fury.
Don't even think about lying to me. Riddler, tell me everything.
Okay, don't hurt me. This is all I know.
You've been very educational.
That he has. That he has. Is that a camera I see over there? Not anymore.
We've lost a camera in Sector 4. I've got a camera out in Sector 4.
Wait, oh, wait. Sector 4 is suffering.
Camera down in Sector 4.
Yeah, I think there's definitely somebody in Sector 4. Just putting it out there.
So let's get this straight. Batman saved Freeze from Penguin. Nah, Batman. Freeze. But he took down Penguin to get Freeze. Wasn't Freeze working for the Joker? Sure he was. I think the Iceman icebox.
I think the icebox was Batman! It's Batman!
Look, they're all picking Batman. He's here.
Look, I scared you with just the thought of a punch. Oh, you're not the guy I wanted. Oh! A batarang to the face. That just looked so painful. But anyway, what was I doing before I was so rudely interrupted? I believe I was trying to find out where this Deadshot victim was.
The Bat computer has detected another round fired from Deadshot's weapon.
So he's somewhere in this vicinity.
Visual on target. I repeat, we have visual on Batman.
So I guess all I got to do is just fly around until I find it. Because it's saying right there, but I believe this may be it.
Looks like I found another Deadshot victim. I should scan this area for evidence.
God, today is just a day of blood particles and scanning and... Wow. He really loves to get his Gil Grissom on, doesn't he?
The bullet impacted here. Deadshot struck again.
He's killed someone else? Listen, I know you don't want to hear this, but the people in there are all bad guys, right?
Some of the prisoners in here are not your typical bad guys, Barbara. There are a number of political prisoners. People who crossed Strange. Others who were tied into the mayor somehow. There's a pattern here. I just need to figure out what it is.
I'll run a trace on the latest victim, see how they're connected. What about you?
I'm going to check out the location he fired from.
So it looks like we're doing like the same thing with Joker and like the bell tower. Let's find out where the bullet came from.
The bullet traveled through the water tower. He's obviously using customized high-powered weapons and ammunition.
Ah, surprising I missed that, really. You would have thought something like that would be a big screaming target. Wasn't I just here? Well, that looks like... Secure the area. Didn't I just knock you guys out? Well, if you really wanted to come back for more, I'm not going to blame you. And why is there a patch sewed up on that guy's butt? Is that... Have these two been getting up to some dodgy activities on the roof? I'm about to engage your face if I don't get left alone. You're not the smartest helicopter pilot in the world, are you?
Deadshot left behind a tripod. Maybe it holds a clue about where to find him.
There we go. That's all I wanted, was just get my scanner up.
Deadshot made a mistake.
He did? That is definitely not part of his MO.
He doesn't know he made it. He used a tripod to steady his shot. The tripod has trace elements of a rust-like metallic compound. Wherever he stored his weapon must be made of that compound.
So what are you waiting for? Analyze the particles and isolate the area they came from.
This isn't my first day on the job, Barbara. The particles contain a small amount of a specific lead compound that was used in paints for a short period 20 years ago. I've isolated the possible locations, but there are too many to check. Deadshot's getting sloppy. If he makes another mistake like this, he's mine.